Hello everyone, today's October the 21st, 2020. This is Dr. Fryer, and I'm going to show you how to add another level to your Scratch maze. So the first step is probably going to be to click on backdrops over here on the right, and then click your tab beside code for backdrops. Now right now I have level 1, and I've named it level 1, and if you didn't name your backdrops, that's a good idea, so you'll know which one to switch to. And then I have another one that I just called Party, because right now that's what it shows when you win. So if you want to make another level, you're going to need to draw another backdrop. So I'm going to click down here in the bottom left corner and go to the paintbrush. Now I have a blank one, and I actually want to use the same color that I used over here. Otherwise, I have to have a different block or different script, and it'll be easier to keep this part the same. So here's a trick. If you want to get the exact same color, you can click on the arrow, which is the selection, choose something that you had drawn before, copy it, press Command-C on your Chromebook, and then on your new backdrop, Command-V, ooh, look at that. Now I can paste it in.
Wait, what do you do?
It's just Command-C, Command-V. You're going to click on one of those blocks and paste it over. That way I have the exact same purple that I had before. Simran? So I recommend this be the same color, and the reason for that is that over here on my code blocks, on my script, this is where I define bounce off the wall. And if I would do a different color, you could, but it would, I don't know, maybe, do you think it would be better to do a different color? It'd probably be more interesting. Should we just go ahead and go for a different color? We'll do a different color. Okay, we'll do a different color. Then we'll need to duplicate that. Okay, so if you want to keep it the same, you can, but yeah, let's duplicate it, or let's choose a different color. So Simran, tell me a different color. The last time I used purple, what do you want me to use? Only thousands of choices. Blue, okay, and you want more of a dark blue or a light blue? A light blue, okay. Like that, or lighter, or that's good? Okay, so I'm going to use this color. Does anybody have any ideas about what I might do for this maze to make it a little bit different? This first one was a pretty basic one where I just started up here in the corner and I worked all the way down. Does anybody have any thoughts on what I might be able to do? Claire, what's your thought? Okay, so like force a specific route. All right. Any other thoughts? Yeah, Scarlett, what do you think? Okay. I think I'll do this. I think I'll just kind of, you definitely want, you're still going to need to make sure that your Sprite, unless you change the size of it, can still fit through everything. But, just mix it up a little bit so that it's a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, I'll go back and show you that one a little bit. That one you actually do as a Sprite, because the Sprite you can spin. So I made a Sprite the same color, but I made it spin. I mean, it's up to you. I'll show you that here in just a second after I record this one. Okay, so here we go. This is my, these are my walls. Now I need what? What do I need at the end?
You need a block that makes it so.
Yes, I need a winning block. And I recommend a different color. So last time it was yellow. Elizabeth, what color do you want our winning color to be now for level 2? Different than yellow. Green, okay. How about that? Do you like that green? You want a darker green?
I don't care.
Okay. I'm going to go forest green. Okay. So, here is my winning color. If I get my box. All right. So, I now have a winning color and I have my level. Here's where you need to start to change your scripts. On your Sprite, you are going to change the event to not be you win. Instead of you win after level 1, what would be a good thing to say? Because this can be you can make this say whatever that you want. Lila, what do you want? Sure, it could be level up. You could also go ahead and say level 2 because you can have more than just 2 levels, but we'll probably, depending on what we have time for. So, level up, level 2, whatever you want, okay? Now, if I play the game right now, nothing is going to change yet because all I did was broadcast. And remember, broadcast is kind of like a movie set where somebody has a clapboard and they're yelling and they're saying, quiet on the set, ready, level 2, action. It's kind of like, it's silent because it's not really loud, but this message is being sent to your entire project. So every background, every sprite, if you have more than one, they can all receive that. All right? So over on my backdrop, we need to make a change because my backdrop, I can click on that, backdrop. Okay, my backdrop right now just has 2 scripts. And I'll zoom in so you can see them better. Right now it says, when I click the green flag, switch to level 1. And it says, when I receive you win, switch to party. So can anybody help me with my new script for level 2? What am I going to be starting with, Lila? Yes, exactly right. You need another, what we call control block for when I receive, except this time it's either level up or level 2, whatever you said. And what do you want your backdrop to change to? Level 2, right? The next thing that you did. So that's under looks. And so that's the first thing that you're going to need to do. And actually, this is where you want to name your backdrop. So it just called it backdrop 1. I don't want that. I want this to be called level 2. Okay. So I have drawn a new background for my level 2. I have a script that says change to level 2. Okay. I need to, I think, just do one more thing. And that is over here on level 1, this was my block that made me bounce off the wall, right? When I touch purple. This is my script that allows me to win. So you're going to need to have the same 2 blocks, or the same 2 stacks of blocks, I guess, scripts, for level 2. So I think you could technically either do a green flag or when I receive. Either one of these is going to start it okay. You really don't need this to start until level 2, so I'm going to say when I receive level 2. Does anybody remember the trick? How can I just copy all of those blocks at once? That really saves you some time. You remember the trick to do that? If you 2-finger tap on those scripts, what's the first choice say here? Duplicate. Yes, look at this. I like little tricks like this. Duplicate, and now I don't even have to drag all those over. I only have to change this color. All right? You remember the secret to picking up the exact color of green? Laura, do you remember that? If I wanted this color to be exactly right, you remember that trick?
Use the eyedropper.
The eyedropper, that's right. So where do I click? How do I get the eyedropper? Or I'll zoom in for you. Where am I going to click?
You're going to click on the color.
Click on the color, that's right.
And then you go down.
Yep.
And there's eyedropper.
Yes. Excellent. And there's the eyedropper. And now that I have the eyedropper, I can move my mouse right over that color and voila, I've got it. So I now have a script that says when level 2 begins, it's going to start checking if I'm touching the color green. I need one more script, and that is to win. Okay? And you can do the same thing that we just did. There was that trick. Okay? You can, and I'm just tearing this off before I duplicate it. Right? 2-finger tap or right click, and you can drag it over. Oh, but you know what? I did the wrong thing. I don't want it to. This is the bounce script. Do I want green here? No. What do I want for level 2? The blue, because that's the wall. Okay, so I would have actually figured that out as I play the game. That's why I want other people to play your game as well, because that's called debugging. Okay, and so after they touch the green, which is our finish point, the old one said broadcast level 2. What's my broadcast going to be here instead of level 2? Because I finished level 2.
Level 3.
Could be, yep. I can go on to level 3, but I haven't built that yet. So let's just say we win. Yep. And what do you want it to say instead of nicely done? What can we say as a celebration comment? Any thoughts? Spectacular? Okay. Spectacular. All right, so last thing I probably should do is test it, right? So let's see if this works. I'm going to click on the green flag, and here I go. I'm back here onto my, all right. Got to navigate my level 1. I was actually going to make this level a little harder with other dots. Have you all used that technique of just putting in little dots? Sometimes that's tricky. You can even use a tiny dot, like a single pixel that's so small people can barely see it. And if it's there, your sprite won't be able to go through, right? Okay, yeah, because that's the other class is actually doing this too. Okay, nicely done. Hey, look at that. Now, what just happened? Because I just messed up. Why did I do nothing and win? I forgot. Well, no, the green flag is still going. That's a good guess. Where is my sprite located at the end of the first level? When I finish this first level and I win, where is the sprite on my screen? In the corner. Where is the winning spot for this one?
In the corner.
And so guess what? I didn't even move and I just won. Lila? Uh-huh. Okay. But you're gonna need probably though to still. The reason you do is you're gonna want that color to trigger a different broadcast because you're gonna want it to broad. Yeah, I'll help you do that. Okay, there's one other thing that I forgot, and that is you can change the location of where you go to win, but you're gonna need to tell your sprite to move when level 2 starts. Okay, well, I'll help you troubleshoot that in just a second. Here's what I need. And that's some of these may need more troubleshooting. Here's the one thing I forgot, and that's this. Okay, when level 2 begins, because you actually do want this to not be a green flag. When level 2 begins, what does this go to? What's that go to going to do? Yep, it's going to move it to the corner. You're right. All right, so really quick, last time. Here we go. Oh, and did I make it hide? This is where we'll debug and troubleshoot a little bit too, because I'm actually not going to want to hide my my sprite after I go to level 2. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to see where I am. Your sprite is still on the screen when it's hidden. You just can't see it. Okay, I think this is going to work now. Going down. If you're not in the... Well... At least I've left that open to make it a little bit faster. Okay, so here we go. Touching yellow. Nicely done. It's going to switch to level 2, and hopefully my sprite's going to move. Where's my sprite? Do you know what? Is this Braylon's that you're doing?
Yeah.
Is that Braylon's?
Yes, I can't do it.
Okay. All right. This is the last thing I'm going to say, and then I'll come help you guys. I left this in the wrong spot. Why can I not see my sprite after level 1? Well, I actually don't need to hide it until I win. right? So I deleted the wrong hide. Yeah, you're going to want to make sure you show, it should always show when the green flag is clicked at the beginning, but the hide is the only one. Okay, so I think that is now correct.